Hi everybody, it's Martin from the Washboard Resonators. We've got 3 simple Christmas songs for blues guitar players. So the 3 songs are, in a kind of bluesy style, Blue Christmas by Elvis.
I'll have a blue Christmas without you.
We'll go a bit ragtime and Blind Blakey style with Jingle Bells.
Oh, fun it is to ride on a one-horse open sleigh. Oh, jingle bells.
And then we'll go to slide guitar for Silent Night. What I'll do for each song is just very simply play through, flash up the chords, then I'll show you any tricky bits. Let's start with Blue Christmas.
I'll have a blue Christmas without you. I'll be so blue just thinking about you. You'll be doing alright with your Christmas of white. Won't be the same, dear, if you're not here with me. And when those blue snowflakes start falling, that's when those blue memories start calling. You'll be doing alright with your Christmas of white, but I'll have a blue Christmas.
So first up, let's just sort those chords out. So we've got I'll have a blue Christmas without you, B7, yeah. I'll be so blue just thinking about you. This is where it starts to get interesting. Decorations of red. Now that is a bit sort of difficult. You don't have to do that. You can just do a normal E. What I'm doing there is what's called a first inversion. And what I'm doing is instead of having the E note on the bottom of the chord, I'm putting in the third note of the scale or the chord, which is at the 4th fret, and that is a G sharp. So we've got an E with an E in the bass, then we're doing this what's called the first inversion, G sharp in the bass, and that's very much like a kind of gospel thing, a spiritual kind of thing, like a piano kind of move, which then that note then leads us to the A. Okay, so you can just stay on E or you can do that. That guitar sounds a bit out of tune. It's technically in tune, but I think I need to get this guitar set up a little bit. Then the A, and then what it does a walk down. Stays on the A, and then so that's just going back down to the 4th fret to the 3rd fret on the E string. And then what you're doing is you're playing an F sharp 7. I don't know if you know that voicing, but what we got there is, if you can see that, 2nd fret, then you mute the 5th string, then on the 4th string, 2nd fret, then you've got the 3rd fret on the 4th string, then on the 5th string, you've got the 2nd fret again. That's an F sharp 7, that's a 7th shape. An easy way to do it you might want to do is you do a D shape, move it 1 string close to your face, put your thumb over. And that's might be an easy way of doing that chord. Then you do a B7, and when those blue snowflakes start falling, good. That's when those blue memories start calling, that's the E. You'll be doing alright, then that's that inversion again. With your Christmas of white. Now that's a pretty funny chord, isn't it? So we're going from an A Now I'm playing that A there, but I'm not playing the top string. That would make it an A6. Now you could do A to A minor. A minor works. Alright. I like to do that. What's called a half diminished. So that's basically the chord shapes for that. What about variations? Basically, I think the thing you can do with this is if you know your minor pentatonic or you're used to playing a lot of blues, things out of E, you can throw them in. If you know those, that's great. If you don't, I'll show you a few little really simple ideas now for like either throwing in between the vocals or playing a solo. If you want more information, look at our video expanding your blues finger picking that we did a little while ago. That has loads of stuff about how you use minor pentatonic scales, chord tones, how you build solos, how you take really simple chords and then fill in between.
Just thinking about you.
So that's what's known as a minor pentatonic scale. If you don't know it, basically if you just play between your open strings on the top two strings and then the third fret, as well as playing your E, that's going to give you some really nice bluesy notes. So you can just throw those in, and then when if you want to do the way I arrange this, I mean I can't really remember it actually, if I'm honest, because I'm just filming this before Christmas, but normally I sing the verse, do an instrumental, sing the verse, then what I do is I sing that "You'll Be Doing Alright" section at the end twice. And I'll have a blue, 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 blue Christmas. And then I sing that last line. I'll have a blue, 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 blue Christmas. I'll have a blue, 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 blue Christmas. That's how I finish it. If you're finding this video useful, help us in return. We are the Washboard Resonators. It's Martin and Jack. And like, subscribe, comment. It really, really, really helps. The next best thing to do is to go to the description, join our mailing list. We're going to send a few emails out a year saying when we're playing gigs and if we've got records coming out. And it just allows us to keep sharing 20s, 30s, 40s, blues, jazz and swing, and keeping gigs full with people having a good time. Thank you. Okay then, Jingle Bells is great because actually the chorus chords are very much like ragtime kind of chords. You know, it almost has like a jazz structure to it, really. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to play out the key of C, technically, all the C positions, but I'm capoing at fret 4, which puts me in the key of E, even though I'm playing out of a C position. That's helping my voice, and it also relates to the video we did, How to Play Ragtime Guitar, because all the kind of moves that I'm going to use here relate to that video if you want more information. So what I'm going to do first of all is just walk through the chords of a verse and a chorus, flash them up for you. We'll show a few variations, we'll move on. Oh, and I'll flash them up as if they were like in the key of C, okay?
We're dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, and over fields we go, laughing all the way. The bells and bobtails ring, they're making spirits bright. What fun it is to laugh and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride on a one-horse open sleigh. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride on a one-horse open sleigh. Many,
Something like that. A day or two ago. I'm really bad at remembering words. So basically you've got the chords there. Pause the screen, you've got the chords. The way I would kind of do that is we're dashing through the snow. What you're doing is you're doing this kind of root 5 thing. So you're playing the C, what would normally be the C note. I'm just going from the 5th string to the 6th string.
dashing through the snow, the one-horse open sleigh.
You can put some little Blind Blakey.
And over fields we go.
G7, that's that G7. Or a normal, you want a regular G. Right, you might play it that way. I always play it that way, so I can play a G7, or you can do G7 that way. All work. Okay, so the feel normally would be dashing through the snow. So there we just, so see what I'm doing there is I'm doing that kind of blind Blake ragtime feel. We won't do all the fancy stuff because it's probably beyond for a lot of people here. But yeah, and then when you do little licks like that, all I'm doing there, goodness, look how wet the fretboard is. This fire's really, really, really hot. It's proper cold and windy outside at the moment. So yeah, so what we're going to do is, if you want to put little licks in, just put your little finger on fret 3 on the 2nd string, go up, go open, fret 1 on the 2nd string, fret 2 on the 3rd string, open, walk down. That's a little blind Blake lick. The other one that I use a lot in the chorus, especially is whenever I do the G7. What I'm doing there is I'm playing the G and then I'm hammering on. I'm playing the G string open. Then I'm hammering on fret 3. I'm going open string 2, fret 3 on string 2, open string 1, fret 3. And that's a lick that you hear Blind Blake and Blind Boy Fuller do an awful lot. It's on that ragtime guitar lesson video if you want more information. Okay, we're going to do Silent Night now. I'm in open G, so we can play this as a sort of slide kind of version. The string tuning is D, G, D, G, B, D. I was just wondering why I was struggling to get my guitar in tune earlier, and then I just realised that all the windings on some of these strings are kind of coming loose. I didn't bring any spare strings because the strings were fine, but I'm actually visiting my kids now at the moment that are at the grandma's house in Anglesey in Wales, and they've been bashing the living daylights out of this guitar today, so that's why that's happening. By the way, if you're looking for a great place to come for a little getaway break, a little holiday cottage in Wales, in Britain, this place is amazing, and it's called Tricone, and if you contact directly, you mention me and the Washboard Resonators, you might get a good deal. Check out the Instagram, the Facebook, and the website. Okay, I'm going to play through the melody on the slide, flash up the chords so you can see where the chord changes are. Then we'll look at any funny bits, and then we should be done. Okay, I'll very quickly show you where the notes are in relation to the strings and stuff, so you can find that. You could play this with or without a slide, and then what I'll do is I'll just flash up what the chords should be for this weird tuning if you're not used to them, and then that's really nice. So the first bit is the Silent Night, and it goes, basically you've got an open G chord. The top string is your melody note. Then you're going to go down the fret 2. Then open 2nd, and repeat. Then you're going to go to the D. You're going to play the fret 7. So what I'm doing there is I'm playing the top first string, then the 2nd string. Sometimes what I do is I pinch 2 strings together. Okay? Oops. So then, yeah, now we're back to G again, and what I'm doing is I'm playing the 5th fret on the 1st string twice. Open. Then we're going to do C twice. And what we're doing there, we're playing the 5th, so it's all at the 5th fret. Yeah? And I'm playing the 2nd string. Top string, go down to fret 4. 2, second string again. And you got the open first with whatever notes you want. Second fret on the first string. Open first, open second. So it's like it's just exactly like the intro. So same again. Then this is the bit where it gets a little bit weird. So we go back to a D. We're playing that top note again, the first string. And what we're doing is actually, the melody note is the 7th, which really gives it that 7th sound. Now, because we're playing on the slide, what I tend to do here is play the 3rd string, the 4th string, open, which is a D note. So I'll play that top note. Then I play the open D against fret 10 on the 1st string. So that gives it that D7 sound. We've got a D in the bass, open D. So that's then the 1st, then 2nd, the 7th. Then we've got a G. Okay, so I'm playing the open 5th string, which is the G, and then the 5th fret on the 1st string. Then this is where it actually goes to an E minor. So what I find is that if you play, you've got fret 9, and in fact, if you play the G string, because G's in an E minor, open G string, it's got that lovely E minor sound. So that should sound something like this. Yeah. Then now it's kind of like a weird bit at the end. So what you're going to do is you're going to go something like, it's going to sound like this. Well, how do we do that? So you've got the 5th fret on the 1st string, whatever you want open for that G chord. So you've got your 5th fret of the 1st string, open 1st string, open 2nd string. Then what you're going to do, I'm now playing the 3rd string at fret 7. And then I'm playing the 3rd string at fret 5. Then I'm playing the 4th string at fret 7 again. Then what I do, I now need a low G to finish the phrase. And what I generally do now is I use this G at the fret 12. And the reason why I do that is it should sound like this. And then basically if you ever do fret 12 and you mute behind, you get all that lovely stuff. Again, there's a video all about sort of tricks and stuff for like slide guitar that I did where I showed tricks and all these kind of, how to get all these kind of sounds and stuff like that. So let's just bang through those chords then. So because we're in open G, silent night, holy night, that's just a G chord. Then we're going to play a D, so we're just going to fret down at 7. All is calm, all is bright. Just open again. Round. So that's just pressing down all the 5th frets, 5th string. We always generally we mute the low string. We don't want to bother with that. We just start 5th string and go down. So that's C. Round your open. That's G. C again. So we just D. That's that D7. Well, you could play D7. If you want a D7, then what you do is basically you just make the same shape as you would do for a normal D7, and then you just leave that string open. So basically, I don't know if you can see that, but it's 3rd string 2, 2nd string 1, open 1st. If you want the D7, I don't bother with it generally. So your G. There's different ways of doing E minor, but I've found it's just easy to make like a D7 shape. Move it up 1 string towards your face, and then put it up to the 5th fret like that. G, E minor, D7. So again, you could do it that way, or D. And if you want to put some bluesy bits in, there's so much space in this melody if you play it that more like slower kind of way. Just go to the 12th fret. Just bend in. Or always aim for the 5th fret on the 1st string. And if you go down a tone, so down 2 frets, gives it that kind of more 70s sound. If you go up, you get that lovely 3rd sound. So you can just put them in anywhere. That's how you make it sound more bluesy if you really want to do it. It's actually quite a bluesy song already, isn't it? So thank you very much, everybody. I hope that's of interest. Do like, subscribe, comment. Do leave a comment about any other kind of things you'd like to see. I might do some sort of more in-depth sort of fingerstyle versions of these for next year, 2023. In the meantime, goodbye for now.